Yes, Hickok 45, your internet shooting companion, coming to you from the barren hills again of Tennessee. Yes, Tennessee, the home of Alvin York, one of our most famous residents, former resident, right? So here we are, leaves are still off, still on the ground, and it's kind of a cloudy day. It's not a bad day at all. It's the day of this week that is, I've lucked out. It's perfect. So you're looking at New Year's Eve, the end of December 31st, right? Sunday, December the 31st. Wow. Where did the year go? And you know, I forgot last week at 208 Sunday shoot around, that was actually evenly, you know, 4 years, 52 weeks in a year. That was 4 weeks, 4 years. Wow, it's hard to believe, isn't it? 4 years of Sunday shoot arounds. Seemed like we just started them. And you notice what I had up, maybe? A couple of Colts. I told you last week I had an idea I was going to bring out 2 Colts because it is still 2023, the 150th anniversary of these babies, and need to bring them out one more time, the last Sunday of the year, of the 150th anniversary year. Yeah, 2 Colt Single Actions. And man, if you're so new you don't know what I'm talking about, you're really new. Okay, Colt Single Action came into being in its kind of its present form in 1873, 150 years ago. Do the math. And we've been kind of celebrating it throughout the year, and this is my last chance to celebrate it in 2023. But you know me, don't you? I will still celebrate it pretty regularly in 2024 and right on up to the year 2060 if I can, right? So I brought 2 of them out. I thought it would be appropriate because I did really celebrate the year 2023, the 150th anniversary, and that was the only reason. I hated to do it, but I thought, well, it's the 150th anniversary. I don't really want to buy these guns, but I thought I kind of owed it to the tradition. And so it just so happens, these 2, this one was my Colt purchase in January of this year, or February, whenever I was out at the SHOT Show and the Antique Arms Show, end of January, 1st February, along in there. So I started the year with this baby, the 4 3/4 second generation, you know, with custom grips. In fact, I bought it from the guy that makes these grips. Oh gosh, here I go. Colas, I always forget his name. Got his card. He's famous for his great grips though. And yeah, 45 Colt, and came home with that baby from Las Vegas. Yeah, I bought it in Las Vegas at least. And 45 Colt. So I started the year with that, and I ended the year, as you know, I brought out my sheriff's model, right? And 3-inch barrel. And this one's 44 special. Yeah, I got a story to tell about that. And you know, I brought it out a few weeks back and told you what a horrible grip fitting it had. It had stag grips. And that really worked in my favor, I think. That's one reason I guess people had kind of passed on it or were less impressed, because those grips were, I mean, a horrible fit. Now, you could have fixed them on the lower edges and the corners and things, but they were, I showed you, I think I held it up to the camera, and I can tell this is not it, it's different. I've got Band-Aids all over my fingers, sore, but you can tell I fit this one a lot better. I bought some oversized grips. I might have told you I had some on order, and I have fit them, and they're smooth. And now I think I'm going to continue to work on them a little bit. I got them to where, oh, great, they fit. They're flush all the way around, those sharp edges and all that kind of thing. 'Cause you got to be careful doing this. You know, you've done this, and I mean, it's fine. I'm good with them right now, but I don't know. I might take a little more meat off of them and go from there. I don't know if you can tell. These are Altamont, I think so it's pronunciation. The back, it's a little kind of a squarish design, not as rounded as most of them are, and I kind of left that. I just fit it to the metal And I can't decide whether I want to round off those edges, sort of the way they're, I think, meant to be, you know. So I don't know. I may work that down a little bit. I was afraid to do that too much because I wasn't sure but what it was going to come out the same yellow as I worked it down, but it is, and so I don't know. I might work on those a little, but they're good. They're good to go now. Okay. Now the only problem is my brain is not good to go. I originally thought, well, I'll take them both out, you know, and maybe I won't shoot both of them, but I don't know. Maybe I will. Yeah. Then I decided, yeah, I'll shoot them both, you know, clean them both. Y'all are worth it and all that kind of thing. I get over here and I'm ready to go, and actually I started to load it. I was going to load both of them before the music began. So here I go, get 45. It won't fit in the chamber. I just have the hardest time remembering I actually have a 44 special Colt Single Action, because I'm such a one-dimensional Colt Single Action owner. They're all 45 Colt, and so I don't have any ammo to shoot it, and that's okay. I wasn't going to shoot it maybe anyway. I wanted to show you the grips on it, and we'll do a video with it, the Sheriff's model, and tell you what I know about the Sheriff's models and all that. But I am so happy now with it that I got, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like if you buy a new car, and I don't know, what would it be? You got some kind of blemish. It's brand new. You paid a lot for this car, and maybe the front end's out of alignment or something. You know, or there's the steering wheel somehow in shipping and getting it to you. They broke it. It's got some horrible mar on it right in front of your face, and they've got another one order. They'll have it in a week or two, and it'll be like new, it'll be new and all that. But meanwhile, it just is a blemish on this car you're so excited to own. That's kind of the way this was. Grips are kind of important, and when they don't feel right and they look horrible, the fit, I don't know, it just a serious blemish on a fine revolver. But again, it's one reason I think I got a good buy on it. I don't know what happened to the original grips that, you know, came on it, because they certainly weren't those. But I think somebody probably just liked those stag grips. Say, oh man, Colt's got to have stag grips on it or something, and they put those on there and realized, yeah, they don't fit too well, but they're stag. That's the important thing. So anyway, I'll go ahead and thank Alabama Holster. Something I have on me every day, one or two. Great maker of little, mostly little, I guess you'd say, concealment holsters out of Kydex. That's one thing I like about them. Even the belt holster, I like that flapjack, and they've got some other models inside the waistband, outside, and everything. But it's a kind of a minimalist type holster, and just like the pocket holster, you know, they snap in there and everything, and I like those a lot. So anyway, appreciate your help. Wideners for ammo support, check the description for the discount and use that. And then everybody helps us. Gun Fun targets and Talon grips and Ballistol, we're so lucky. Yeah, man. Can I shoot this thing again? I tell you, I gotta get 44 Special in my head. I like 44 Special so much, you'd think I'd remember that. Well, I would, of course, I think. Well, you know, just there's so much I get to get together and everything. I'm thinking about other things, and I just it's easy to forget something. I have gotten over here a couple of times, you know, and I forgot, I don't know, my ears, or I don't know, the right ammo, or just ammo prepared. It's really rare, but anyway, it can happen. A Colt's supposed to be, a Colt Single Action is supposed to be 45 Colt, isn't it? Yeah, just that's the problem. Okay, let's shoot this. Now, I've not shot this thing a lot, and I was surprised that I hit old Clyde over there with it. I really was. I really am shot enough to remember where to hold. I don't think. Try him again. Let's go after the gong. I don't know if it's out there or not. You don't see it? try something right here. I'm not sure where I was going. I couldn't see the hits. Now, I can't see the hits on the steel, but what I meant was, I can't see the misses, is what I meant. It's nice when you can see where they're going in the dirt or the mud. Plus it's rained, and so not getting any dust kicking up. That's the ideal shooting situation, where you got dust and you can see the hits. It's a great situation. Oh yeah, 150th anniversary. We're still in it. You know, in terms of a matter of hours, 150th anniversary of the Colt Single Action. I thought about even bringing out, although we sort of done that. We did a video this year, hope you caught it, on the Trapdoor Springfield, 150th anniversary for it, of course, and the 4570 cartridge chambers. And same with the 4440 and the 1873 Winchester. We did a video on that, celebrating 150 years. And then on the Colt Single Action. So we did 3 individual videos celebrating the 150th anniversary, you know, of each one of these. And then we did one not long ago, hopefully you saw that posted, kind of wrapping up all 3 of them, you know. So I even thought about today, you know, I mean, I'd bring all 3 out and shoot them. I guess maybe we've done enough. You know, it's just, you know, I may not be around for that 200th anniversary, so I wanted to make the most of the 150th. Does that make sense? Yeah, I got a big anniversary coming next year. Actually coming tomorrow, right? I mean, because tomorrow is next year. So, and I will probably be sober enough and not hungover that I will enjoy the first day of next year. I'm not a big drinker, you know, not a big partier. I have no problem with it. I just don't do it really much, but at all as far as being a big drinker. I have a beer once in a while. I had a beer. I was in Somerset visiting my in-laws, and we went out to New Longhorn there. My brother-in-law, my mother-in-law, who was very old, 97. But we had to wait on a table for a while. This was last week, and well, we had a 30-minute wait or something. So we went over to the bar and had a beer, and it tasted so good, you know. And that's one advantage of having about 1 or 2 a month, is when I do have one, or I'm sort of in the mood for it, it tastes really good. But I'm just not a big drinker. And I don't think anybody that drinks much, you will say, it's like anything, after you drink 1 or 2, then it's not as tasty or hit the spot as much, maybe. Or if it does, maybe you have a problem. The same with eating cake or donuts. That first one, oh man, isn't that great? Although I don't eat them, but I could be tempted on a bite or 2 though. But yeah, I mean, if I had a glazed donut, Krispy Kreme here, oh man, I could eat like 10 of those. But after the first 1 or 2, then you'd want to keep eating because you just can't stop, you know. But either the 3rd or 4th one wouldn't taste as good, right? Well, I just give advice on everything, don't I? So yeah, well, before I forget, I've been telling you about stuff Bud is handling, and I got some of it in, came to me, just so I'd have it. And just to quickly show you, our hat's got the Hickok 45 logo on there. That's a nice twill hat. I like that one. I could wear that, I guess, but do you wear your own hat? Wouldn't that be? I'm not supposed to wear a hat with your name on it, are you? And then gun rug, the logo. Yep, a nice little gun rug. Cleaning kit, nice little cleaning kit. You see that on, all this is online at the Bud's shop. Ammo cans, the logo, metal cans, and this one actually goes in a package. It's shipped in a bigger one, you know, so they both come together. And all. You see all this stuff at the Hickok 45 page on Bud's, but I thought I'd drag some of it out and show you there. Okay, since I never do that. And that's one reason we wanted to let Bud's handle that. We really appreciate them doing that. And I don't want to always be hawking t-shirts and hats, you know, in every video and that kind of thing. This one, but I'll show you some of the stuff occasionally, on Sundays especially. Maybe other times, I don't know. So anyway, what about today? Okay, New Year's Eve. Hopefully you're sober for right now, right? By the way, we're not doing any giveaways. Someone told me, reminded me how Paul Harrell, I think, says at the beginning of every video, "No, I'm not giving anything away." And I think I've seen him do that. It's funny. I don't know if he does it with every video, because the scammers are using him and everybody else as well. So it's funny. So anyway, I hope you got your New Year's resolutions made. It's a little corny, I guess. We you know, all the TV shows talk about what's your New Year's resolution. I'm going to eat fewer cookies, or whatever it might be, or I'm going to lose weight, or whatever I'm going to do. And it is gets a little corny, but it is a good time. I mean, it's a convenient time. It's a time, I guess, it gives us an excuse. You know, whenever you get kind of a cutoff, it's like if you're moving to a different location, a different city or something, and you decide, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, turn over a new leaf and quit drinking so much or something, or I'm going to just do something different. Maybe after a big change in your life, a divorce, or somebody dies, or after you die, that'd be a big change. You should probably do things differently after that. But anyway, it's definitely the biggest change in the calendar year, I guess you could say, and it's a time to do it. It's a kind of a marker, easy to count the days that you have not smoked or whatever it might be. All right. So anyway, all right. My resolution is to shoot less. You believe that? I didn't think so. I'm gonna hold on that gong again. I'm gonna hold lower. Did I hear it? I think I saw it hit low. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'm not sure where it's going. I need to shoot at that on a dusty day to figure out where these sights are. I mean, I think it just shoots a tad high, like almost all of these things do. Boy, it's nice. So that is my only second generation 4 3/4 inch gun. Yep. Sad, isn't it? Some of you are saying, "Yeah, I wish I had that problem. I just have one 4 3/4 inch second gen gun." Well, you got to remember, I'm a Colt nut. I'm a Colt Single Action nut. Plus, I'm probably older than you. You think? Most of you, not all of you. Hear from a lot of young people and older people. But and that's another thing too. I'm you know, when you're my age, if you've managed your life well at all, and I can't claim that I have managed my life well all the time, okay, but if you've managed your life halfway well, you should, by the time you're my age, have some guns that you've always wanted, right? Maybe a lot of them, okay? Because, you know, I couldn't have bought 2 or 3 or 5 of these when I was 25 or 30, 35, either. All right. Let's shoot something up here. How about you, cowboy? All right. Confession time. I do have a tap pulled to the left. That might be where I'm going out there. I might be going a little bit to the left of that thing. That second hit on the cowboy, I was actually shooting at the 2-liter. Yeah, I feel better now. I fessed up. I fessed up. Okay. Yeah, man. What's some dirty brass? Stained brass. I think I'd shot black powder. Look at that brass. I shot black powder. One that I was a hand load there. I had loaded black powder in through the years, and then cleaned it, and then loaded smokeless. So that's all. A couple of winters ago, I cleaned out everything in the barn, and I got into a big reloading on a reloading binge, and I've talked about that. I loaded tons of 45 Colt, 45-70, 44 Special, 44 Magnum. What else? I guess that was it. But I loaded thousands of rounds of each one, and I got every piece of brass I could find. I went to town. I really did that winter, and I don't know if I'll do that again. I don't know. I mean, I've got enough of that of ammo to last me a good while, maybe for the rest of my life, mixed in with my factory ammo and ammo I buy and whatever, ammo that's donated or whatever. So, pointing down range there again, the 44 Special, and I have fired it. Did I fire it? I think I fired it in the Sunday video, didn't I? And a neat little gun. It kind of shoots on too, doesn't it? Maybe a little high. Got the 44 Special. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll bring it out one Sunday here for too long, and with the other cylinder, and shoot some 44 Special and some 44-40. Okay, because it's a dual purpose pistol, and I need to get a holster, maybe a cross draw, don't you think? And this could be my carry gun through the winter, actually. I like the 44 Special, really nice round, really a nice round. Well, what else do you talk about? I've been doing some book cleaning and rearranging this week. Bought a new bookcase. I needed more space, a higher bookcase, and added, and I was moving books around, and I thought as I was doing that, I was trying to organize them a little bit, not like a library, but this shelf for like financial books, just for nutrition here, literature, gun books, nutrition book, different things, and all the other sundry titles. And I've got books that I read in college, like even textbooks I had, and 2 or 3 in college, and also some paperbacks as an English major. I got like poetry books and different things, E. E. Cummings and Walt Whitman, different things that the exact same paperback that I had in college. It's funny to look at that, my age now. And there's one was 1968, and I've written something about my dorm number room or something in there, my name and just saying, wow, time flies. But it also reminded me why I'm so weird, and it's a good reminder to you all why I'm so weird. I mean, the books I have read, the wild variety and interests that I've had over the years, and just a crazy gun nut, and someone who actually liked poetry. Yeah, I confess, I'm sick. Written a little bit, and I like building spreadsheets. But then again, I also like shooting from the hip. You know what I mean? Just kind of playing things by ear and instinct. But then I've also can be a nerd about things, as you know, from some of the budgeting I talked about. So I'm just kind of schizophrenic, I guess. But anyway, seeing those titles and reminding of books I read, it's amazing how things come back to you. I remember reading that one. It was some book about sugar and how bad it was and different things. And reading that on flights in the 80s, different books I'd read here and there. And my first copy of Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance I read in the early 80s, like 81. And then I read it 2 or 3 times. That book paperback is so worn, and it just brings back where I was, being in a restaurant in Lexington, Kentucky, having lunch, when I was traveling for a medical publisher, and reading that. Well, I used to read when I would eat. Days before phones, cell phones, and all that. But anyway, it's an interesting experience. Kind of tells you why you're so weird, why I'm so weird. All right. Let's be weird with a 45 Colt. Let me try a couple more. Okay. All right. Okay, that was it, I think. I was flinching ever so, or jerking the trigger ever so slightly. because I really focused that time and held about on the bottom. Yeah, okay. Sometimes you're just flinching. Now, when I say jerking the trigger, I don't mean like this one's not loaded, but like oh, boom, or like something like we're all capable of doing at times, you know, and being about a foot off at that target right there, or at the cowboy, being off of the cowboy, you know, by 8 inches, you know, just by a, you know, not a good trigger pull. Well, when you get out to 80 yards and you're jerking the trigger and you're missing by maybe an inch or two, well, that doesn't take a real jerk of the trigger, does it? That just takes not having a really good let off on that trigger. Like not having a perfect let off. All right, because for those who don't know, your bad trigger break, or your flinch, or you're jerking the trigger, whatever you're doing that's not good when you pull the trigger, it is exaggerated the further out the target is. You all knew that though, didn't you? Like right here, I should be able to hit that bullseye without too much trouble, right? Click. All right. Nothing like a Colt Single Action. Okay. Let's see. I need to, do you have any advice for young people? Yeah, before I let you go. I'm yakking on a lot today, I know. You know, regarding last week, I talked about the people like Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson. Somebody, in fact, wrote me this week, they left a comment or something, and said that when he was filming a movie in 2006, I think they said, that he at least the story is that they thought he was developing Alzheimer's or something, but it turned out it was a tick bite, and he had Lyme's disease, and it was not diagnosed correctly. Is that true? I don't want to spread rumors, but someone said that. So I don't know if that was part of it. It was a case of Lyme's disease. I say gone bad, because that's always bad, but especially not diagnosed or something like that. I didn't know. I could have Googled it. I didn't, but could have been. It was sad. But again, I was thinking about that and how one person can have such an impact on the world with a musical instrument in their voice, which is a musical instrument, I guess, and or just doing anything. And in terms of advice for people, you know, everybody can't be a great musician or an artist or have that kind of skill, that kind of thing. But we all have a choice about what our attitude is and what we do, whether we do our job or whatever it is we're doing, that whether we do it right or not, do it well and take pride in our work, right? And have a good attitude. That's the thing that bothers me the most about people, I think, that people who I don't know, it doesn't matter whether they're a clerk at Walmart or they're a car salesman at the Chevrolet dealership or the Mercedes dealership, or they're whoever, the server at your restaurant you like to eat at. No matter what the job is, wherever they're in contact with people at all, man, their attitude just screams at everybody. And I don't mean they're screaming, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, when you go into a fast food restaurant or a nice restaurant, or you go into wherever it is to renew your license tags or whatever it might be, if you do things like that in person, you are so, it's hard not to notice, isn't it? I mean, people's attitude. It makes such a, what I'm trying to say is that it's night and day, isn't it? It makes such a huge difference in that exchange, that interchange. And I am talking to young people here especially, because it seems like a lot of young people here, I am making a generalization, because a lot of young people are not like that, but a lot of people don't want to really talk to you and be, I don't know, outgoing at all. or cordial or friendly, perish the thought, but actually have a good attitude about whatever it is they're doing, and it's such a difference. I mean, what else is, I mean, you don't have to come up with some cure for cancer or something dramatic, or be a great guitar player, or whatever it is, make a huge splash as an artist, whatever. There is an art to just making certain your attitude is on right, kind of thing. You're exchanging whatever business, or talking to people, the public especially. I mean, it just makes a world of difference, doesn't it? I mean, don't you feel sorry for some people? They don't seem to like their job. They may not even mean to be that way. They may not even necessarily down deep have a bad attitude, but they just, I don't know, they don't feel like they need to communicate with a customer or whoever it might be, or I don't know. You can adjust your attitude. You can do that. Like, my gosh, smile and enjoy people you meet. If someone comes along and they're giving you trouble, well, that's a different matter, right? But anyway, that's just a thought. Just a thought. We all have control over that, over our attitudes. So, can I load this up one more time and then shoot it? Okay. All right. .45 Colt. All right. One more time, boys and girls, men and women. I mean, I guess everybody fits into one of those categories. Maybe not. Maybe not. So, about to start a new year. One of your resolutions needs to be shoot more, if you possibly can, right? So, anyway, let us know if you have any well, it don't have to be interesting, but what your New Year's resolutions are. Especially if they have anything to do with shooting. Maybe there's a firearm you're shopping for, and your resolution is to find one this year and buy it. I tell you, there's so many firearms out there. I was in a shop the other day. There are 2 or 3 guns I didn't even know were out there. One of them was a Colt. Didn't even know they're making. More about that later. The Glock 49, I wasn't really fully aware of that. It's just hard to keep up with them. All right. Too many guns. Too little time. All right, let's attack something. Need to redo my band-aids. I'm about due to take them off there. The sore's back on there. So anyway, pretty cool. It's empty. Let's start in the way we started, with a good look at these babies. How about that? Yeah, 2nd gen, 4 3/4 inch barrel, and 3S sheriff's model, which I'll shoot in the future when I have some ammo for it. Yeah, what can I say? It's been a good year celebrating the old Colt Single Action. You all know me. It's been one of my favorites for decades, and so this year gave me a good excuse to to celebrate it, didn't it? And to overdo it with you all. Yeah. Do you think I have? Have I overdone it? Let's oil it down a little bit. Let it be soaking, like I told you I do. Yeah, I don't lie to you. I do that. Before I leave over here, I soak them down, go back and unpack the mule, my 4-wheeler, and sometimes I'll even go in and upload the video file or something while the gun's soaking, then I'll come back out, clean it. It's a little tip most of you know about, I guess. Cleaning any firearm with whatever lube you use or cleaner, it's good to let it soak a little bit, and then it's just so much easier to clean. So I'm gonna let you go. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. A bunch of stupid stuff I could have talked about. I don't want to keep you all day. I think 1 through 8 in terms of the too much talking videos are up. Okay, so reminder of that, and maybe I'll put up maybe I'll get a Too Much Talking number 9 up this week over on Patreon. I don't know. It's a busy week for you and me and everything, all the holiday stuff going on. But we'll see. Plus, colder weather is going to be coming. It's going to be a challenge through January and February. But hopefully I can find a day each week that's not too bad. If not, I'll just do a quick little thing on my phone. Hey everybody, it's too cold this week. I'll see you next Sunday. Okay? So watch for that. Yeah, watch for a short. That's probably what I would do. I would just do a short and post it. Maybe I could call it Sunday not, let's see, Sunday no shoot around. I don't know. Can't think. So anyway, I'm happy to have grips fitted for my 44 Special, especially since it's going to be my carry gun this winter, and happy to shoot this baby again. That's a beauty. All Colts are a beauty. All single actions are a beauty, right? Same gun. So I'll let you go. Don't forget the Bud's the Hickok 45 merch over on the Bud's Gun Shop website, and there's a whole page of stuff. It's, I don't know how many different things. It's interesting. The models wearing this hat don't look like me, thankfully. There's some good-looking gal modeling these hats. It's funny because I don't look anything like her. Yeah. So I'll let you go. Quit being silly and start your new year the right way. Okay. Do some shooting. Life is good.